the fake shaking of the thighs and all that. Bro, I do the full shtick. Like, this was when I was 20 or something. I'm 25 now. Then after that, I was like, why?
Yeah,
Karan
you know,
Johar is not giving me a movie.
I've never had
this.
anybody fake it for me, so I
Not that
wouldn't.
you
I
know
wouldn't know.
of.
I wouldn't know, guys. I can't relate to this. No one ever fakes it for
Oh my
me.
god, Henna is such a good actor.
You are entering the Overthink Tank.
Hey guys, I'm Surbhi and you're watching another episode of the Overthink Tank.
Woo! It is
It
the
is.
Overthink Tank.
That's right,
Let's
that's
go.
right, that's right.
That's
Today-
right. Come on. It is.
Awesome. Today we have with us Raunaq Rajani, comedian
Hello.
slash
Guy.
comedian
Guy.
person.
Yeah.
Guy. Along with Raunaq Rajani, we have with us Sakshi, Shivdasani. Wait a second, you're an RR and you're an SS.
Yeah.
It works out completely
Yeah.
perfectly. The universe wanted us to do this podcast.
Yeah, and you're an SB.
I'm an
Yeah.
SB.
What does that have to do with anything?
Okay,
And how long did you think of this joke?
Just now it occurred to me. Whose phone is vibrating?
Whose phone is this, dude?
Raunaq
Fucking-
Rajani.
Yo, I just want to say, listen to me. Before the shoot started, Surbhi said, switch off your phone. Then Sakshi said, don't do it, Raunaq. No one's going to call you anyway. And guess what? Yo, this man, Mr. Popular.
Mr.
Oof.
Popular. I bet it's some loan call. Sir, आपको loan चाहिए? Pre-approved.
सर आप लोन क्यों नहीं भर रहे हो वापस?
सर अब आपके घर के नीचे घर है. Anyway, not important call. Not as important as this podcast. Okay, guys. This is the Overthink Tank. This is where we have our guests to overthink for you, so you
Yeah.
don't have to. And I'm really excited to have Sakshi and Raunaq on my podcast. We have followed each other virtually, and
Yeah.
I think virtually we're kind of besties.
Yeah, we are.
We are, right?
I fully agree with that. Every time I see
Are we talking
like,
about all of us or just the two
No,
of
no,
you?
no, you-
This is not about
not
me?
about you.
So I'll take my call. The call that was coming to me. Should I?
Let someone else have the attention.
You can take it.
Yeah. I'm going to take my call with my actual bestie. This lone guy.
Raunaq also great guy, good fun.
I'm not that bad.
You're okay.
I just don't pay my loans. That's why.
That's all that's
your
wrong with
shtick.
Raunaq. But guys, you know about this podcast, this is where we get our listeners to send us questions so we can do the overthinking for them. And would you like to know the question for today?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's too
Awesome. Hey, the Overthink Tank. I'm a 25-year-old female and I relish intimacy, but it sometimes feels like we just get down to business. I'm really curious about what else can stimulate me because I feel the landscape of available sexual pleasure are very limited. Help me. So starting off with
Can you say it in like
yeah,
dumb people language?
dumb people languages that she's like
Not for me, for like.
for the dumb people out there,
the
but
dumb
not
people.
Raunaq.
Not me, come on, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
She's basically saying that I want to get in touch with I want to explore myself a little bit more because it feels like we just sort of get down to
Physically.
business.
Right.
It's
The
just,
foreplay is just not cutting it
The
for
foreplay
me.
is not cutting it.
yeah, pretty much that.
And she wants to get there.
She wants to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she's sort of asking us to tell her about more options so in the sexual pleasure world. Sakshi, you tell me, what has been your relationship with sex growing up? Because I feel like the parents that I had, no shade to my parents, but we never really had the talk. Did you have a talk with your family?
I think yes. I think I'm in the small percentage of people that actually is very open with my parents, with sex stuff. And I don't know if it was them having the talk or me being the talk, not the top. If them having the talk or me just being a very annoyingly sexual person, but I always make jokes about their sex life and I'll always tell my mom hey.
How old are you when you made the first sex joke with your parents?
So my 20th birthday, I wanted my birthday cake to say congrats on not having a teen pregnancy. And I think that was the moment that I remember when my parents were like, why, and then they got it on the cake. So
20 is not so bad.
20 is good.
Yeah,
I
20 is
feel.
not so bad.
Is
Yeah.
it? Because I don't know if I can get away with that joke even now on my
Really?
cake. I doubt
I
it.
don't think my dad was very down for it, but he likes food, so he ate the cake.
Yeah,
so I guess I feel
So
like
forget
that's
the icing.
approval.
It's
No,
the
but also
cake.
as a dad, I'm sure he was like, yeah, congrats on not getting teen pregnant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's eat the cake.
Raunaq, did you have the talk with your parents?
No fucking way, not yet, dude.
Never.
No,
Not
no,
even.
No,
Okay.
nothing like that.
What is it like? Do you just like not talk about it and like, or do you? Are there any glimpses of every once in a while they go like, how's your
He
sex
sleeps
life?
in a separate room as Henna when his parents come over to avoid the sex talk. You told me this.
Yeah, we sleep in a separate
Say it
room.
again. Say it again.
It's a 1 BHK and my parents come over. So my parents sleep in the bedroom and we lock them in and get out and have sex on the road.
Which is the most convenient way. Instead of having the talk with your family, just go
Have sex
outside.
on
Yeah,
the
go have
road.
sex on the road. Yeah. No, but look, my family. I grew up in a fucking joint family. In my house, I had like my parents. I had my uncle, aunt also as parental figures, and my grandparents as parental figures. So all I had was reprimand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I just had fuck tons of discipline. So
Oh no.
so
yeah.
I'm like not spoken to like conservative family, right? So I'm not
Correct,
spoken
yeah.
to about things like this while growing up. So then one day at like 22, I'm like, fuck you, I'm a comic now. I talk about dicks on stage. And they're like, oh no. And they're like, this is what you do when you fucking parent the fuck out of someone.
That is true. That is true. How did
yeah.
they take that? Were they like amused? It's like, how does that?
So okay, so here's a great story. My first fucking set, so I started doing stand up when I was 15. Okay.
Oh.
So my first fucking set had some jokes about Honeyman Circle.
Yeah.
Right. And right in front of Honeyman Circle, so the joke was right in front of Honeyman Circle is fountain. That was the whole joke. Okay.
My
I'm sorry.
God.
Please excuse me. I'm no longer that guy.
funny.
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry. I'm disgusted by that. I can write a better joke now. You should come to a show sometime.
I want to go to Honeyman Circle.
So that was, so my array of jokes was that. And my dad was like, fuck it, join the family business, you fucking idiot. What is this comedy thing you're doing? Right? Like a Sindhi dad would.
Yeah.
But then, so it's very interesting that you never got the talk, right? You did. Did you? Wait, so what was your
the
talk like?
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was just like,
I'm sorry, I have a question. At what age was it?
I don't remember. I feel like it was around the time that did you get the period talk in school?
Yes.
Yeah, so I got the period talk in school,
But the
and
period talk is so isolated from everything else. It's just like you will bleed once a month and that's about it. They don't really discuss the other stuff that happens around
See,
it.
I didn't go to a very good school. Full shade. I'm not even gonna say no shade. I didn't even
Name
go
it.
to
Name the school.
Arya Vidya Mandir Juhu.
All right. Cancelled.
Oh,
I
cancelled.
didn't go to a very like open school or whatever, but like they were still like, you know, you get periods because you're at the age where you can get pregnant. Then I went and told my mom, like, look, we got a pad today at school, and I had already gotten my period and all, and my mom was like, you know, this, like, she was kind of certain about it, but at the same time she was like, you know, this is the age where you can get pregnant. She didn't like kind of explain how. So I was just like, for 1 year of my life walking around in fear that I'm just gonna get fucking knocked up for no reason.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh my god, teen pregnancies are a thing. What if I just get knocked up one
So
day?
when you get like the COVID.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
So you gotta
That's
wear
how I
the,
was like,
so you gotta wear the pad as a mask all the time.
yeah, and previously my mom had told me that you can only get pregnant once you're married.
Oh.
But it sometimes happens when you're not married. So then I was like, oh shit, this is literally like COVID. And then I was like walking around in fear for like a year, and then I don't know why I like kind of asked my mom, and she was like, no, a man and a woman need to do things in order to get
Need
pregnant.
to do their taxes together. That's when you get pregnant.
Something boring.
Did your parents give you the sex talk?
No,
So who was the person who gave you the sex talk?
Her first boyfriend
no.
in the
Oh my
back of his
God.
van.
Oh, of course not. I would never date someone who has a van.
Oh.
Only,
Oh yeah, of course.
only a shared auto does it for me, guys. Nothing less than a shared auto. But I never got the talk. And what's interesting is that I was one of those people who like discovered porn on my own. But I went on like, the traditional pornhub.com, but even before like I could click on an actual video, the fucking million ads just popped up and I was like, oh, I know what sex is, and I shut my camera down.
Yo, I have a fucking older cousin. Fuck this guy. I hope he's fucking listening to this. He gave me the sex talk, okay? This fucking asshole.
What did he say?
Yo, first of all, it's so embarrassing. I was from an all-boys school. Dude, I thought everybody had a dick, okay? I thought everybody has a pair of dick and balls. I thought my mom also has a dick and balls.
Oh my god.
My sister has a dick and balls.
Oh my god, amazing.
How old were you when you assumed this? I want to ask.
Like 18.
Up until 23ish.
Up until yesterday.
Up until 10.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
not
That's
bad.
10 is
Yo,
fine.
fuck. Okay, so...
And who told you this?
So, someone fucking made a joke about... I don't even remember the joke. The joke was about standing and peeing and sitting and peeing in school. And I pretended to laugh. I was like, haha, yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, I know vulvas, guys. I see them all the time. I went and asked my cousin's cousin, who's like 5 years older than me.
Nice.
And
You thought he'd be experienced at 15. Right?
yeah, I was like, yo,
He's a cool
He's
guy.
a cool guy.
he already had a van, right?
All right.
He had a van. He had candy in the glove box. I don't know what he was doing with it. So I went to this guy and
You asked him. What did he ask him?
I was like, so all of us cousins were hanging out, and then I took him on the side and I was like, I need to talk to you about something very important.
Very important.
So I heard that women don't have dicks.
So you went in with the assumption, and then he just said, "Yeah, you're right."
He was like, "Oh, you have no clue.
Oh.
Please come." And then he took me on the side and he tried to explain to me. And this fucking fuck had no clue either. Okay, he was like, "Have you ever pulled down the pants of a Barbie doll?" I was like, "No, I haven't."
Oh my god!
I was like, no. He's like, "Well, you should because they're flat." That's because women don't have dicks.
You're
And I was
right.
like, oh, okay. And then he told me a guy's dick goes to the woman's flat and hits it on the flat.
Yeah.
And she becomes,
And then that's
she
it.
becomes
That's it.
she becomes flat. And I was like, my parents did that? My sick fucking parents?
Insane.
Okay,
Oh my
this
god.
fucking piece of shit had me believing that I'm just supposed to bang my dick on someone and hurt myself.
Oh yeah, you worried about
Of
yourself.
course, yeah. Not even that he's just like shoving into someone.
Did you sort of like go on your own and sort of explore your own like by yourself? What did you
Okay,
do?
I'm gonna put someone on blast right now. My first boyfriend thought that you could get pregnant without having sex. So he
Is
was
this my cousin? Is it the same
Oh my
fucking
god.
guy?
I hope not. I hope
No,
your
this
cousin
guy
is
apparently is super
not-
smart and like he's doing something in like I don't want to give too many indicators because he's gonna know anyway. He's doing something in New York right now. He's like really smart and all, but every time we kind of made out, he would have like a panic attack. So I had never seen like any male parts.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we used to like make out or whatever, but I had no idea. And then every time he'd be like, "You're pregnant, you're pregnant, you're pregnant," and I was like, "But how? Like, how this is possible?" And like, we dated for a good 8-9 months.
This is
and
what
I've
happens when you
never
watch
seen
Salam
it.
Namaste. This is
Dude, all Preeti Zinta movies, she's accidentally
She's always
pregnant.
pregnant.
And
Yeah.
both his parents are doctors.
Oh my god.
Okay, and this guy's supposed to be this really smart guy, and then I used to fucking panic and take like an emergency contraceptive. Honestly, fuck you if you're watching this.
yo, fucking how old are you?
All the
I was
fucking time.
16. I was
You're
16.
16?
Yeah.
You're taking
And-
fucking iPads
yeah,
at
because
16
he would
because of
like
this
he
dumb
was this
fuck?
really fucking smart guy, like
Oh,
a perfect
Jesus
score on his
Christ.
SATs and all, and he convinced me that it's possible.
Nice.
And like,
Yo.
look, I'm pretty, I'm hot, I'm attractive, I'm sexy, but I'm not smart.
Yeah,
So
that's
I just believed him.
But-
So and I'm humble, but I just believed him, and then I was like, bro, maybe I'm fucking
you're a mother
8
of
months
3.
pregnant. Yeah,
I'm a mother
and
of 3.
so I just never seen anything of the male anatomy till I was like I broke up with him, and then I was like, what does it look like? You know, because I've taken fucking contraceptives, I've done all of this shit because this guy's
were
a
you
dumbo.
just dry humping each other?
Not even. We would make out and he'd be like, you need to. And I was like, fuck, you know, what is an IPL anyway?
It's a Tic Tac.
Yeah,
it's a mint.
it's got that pretty like butterfly flower packaging. Like, let me just take it.
Oh
And
my god, I want to talk about that.
Does
It's so
does
odd.
IPL have like side effects, long term?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you see one right in front of
Yeah,
you.
this is
the
honestly, I've
long-term
gone to
side effect.
gynac
and
last
you're just pointing at her.
No, it does.
total?
Yeah, in
Totally.
full, for sure. Like, no, 100% IPL has long-term side effects. It was like an ordeal every month for like 15 days. Even though I got my period like yesterday, he was like, "Oh my god, you've skipped it this month. You skipped it this month," and I'm saying, "Just shh." But at the end of it, he was so annoying that I was like, what is this little pill going to do to me anyway? You know?
Oh
and
my
I would just be
God.
like, okay, I've taken it. Like, and he would like make me take it in front of him.
Oh my god.
Oh, son of a.
He wouldn't buy it. He wouldn't
He's
buy
just a
it.
sucky person. It's so funny that so many of our like our sexual knowledge comes from our first partners and like what they sort of like
Yeah, but
inculcate in
this
you.
is also, if your parents fucking spoke to you, you
Yeah.
could have avoided all this.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming your parents.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
bigger
You can
fucking
blame them
arc.
as well.
It's a bigger fucking arc.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things
But
cultural.
because it's
Oh
such
my
a
God.
taboo, right, to talk about, oh, I'm going out and having sex with someone and I'm also scared of being pregnant, it's too much to handle. But I want to talk to you guys about the best sex advice that you've had. Because I feel like now that we're in 2022, I checked, it's 2022. I feel like now that we have like brands like MyMuse that are making sexual pleasure more accessible, I feel like the world sort of opened up again. Not from our parents' side, but like for at least you and I.
Yeah.
And Raunaq, do you think there was someone in your life or even the internet? Have you ever, what's the best advice you've
I
gotten
must tell you,
about sex?
the first advice I ever got about sex, after that I never asked anybody. I promise you, I have always been too fucking pissed off to
Oh, yeah.
fucking ask anybody for advice.
We
Because
can
I
tell.
know I come from a place of zero knowledge because I was in a all boys school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not gonna fucking look like a bigger idiot and give that fucking thing to a guy who has no idea himself.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
like, oh, let me tell you, young boy.
But this whole boys' school thing, I mean, because I was from a girls' school and I feel like I grew up so prude. Like, just because our whole, like, system was like abstinence. We give you the period
Girls
talk.
school grew up prude.
Yeah, I mean, it's-
Dude, boys school,
school's the opposite.
absolute opposite. We
They
also,
want to fuck anyone.
They're the
we,
horny man
no,
circle.
we also had zero sex, but everyone was like, oh yeah, I lost my virginity at 11.
this was a big
girl
which
goes to
which
another
at 18
school.
you're like, dude, it's a problem that you lost your virginity at 11. We should talk about this to a cop. What do you
Yeah.
say?
I mean, honestly, some of the experiences that my friends shared with me, and they're like, oh, this was so hot. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I feel like this is sexual harassment. But back in the day, it was like so hot.
Yeah.
like,
Also,
what the
but
fuck?
all my friends, all school stories, all made up. Everyone's made
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Everyone's
She
made
goes
up.
to another school.
You
Yeah,
never,
she goes to another school. Yeah.
She just moved to
yeah.
Canada.
Yeah. she,
never really
she
went to
visited from
school.
Canada in the summer vacation.
Yeah.
I wish I could make her meet her, but she's
My cousin's
Yeah.
friend's friend.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And
I had a
I,
lot of friends from boys' schools.
but even in the girls' school, we weren't given any sort of like sex talk. We were just given the period talk, and then it was just like, you find your way. But dude, the problem with that is that you grow up being sort of afraid of the other sex, and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know what's happening, and I don't even know what I'm feeling when I'm around them. Because then I don't know if I understood what being horny is for the longest time. I was like, there's something happening in my pants. What is this? When were you like, oh, this is horniness?
So I went to a co-ed school. Like it was a very like religious school and all that shit. But like you put like guys and girls together, we kind of figured it out very quick.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Which
like
is
a
healthy, I
thing.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
it
you
wasn't a
separate the-
thing at
yeah.
all. It was just like, oh, these two people like each other. These two people kissed. These two people held hands, and it just felt like a natural progression. Apart from the fact that you had to hide it from your teachers.
And
Was there-
literally everybody.
Yeah, was there
No.
was there
You could
slut
talk to
shaming?
your parents about who you're dating?
Yeah, like my dad was kind of pissed off about it, but my dad's like a very like middle-aged Indian man, like now old, but at the time middle-aged
Right.
Indian man. So there were a lot of things even before like liking boys came into the picture where I was like, oh, Papa just doesn't need to know this.
Yeah.
So for this, it was just like, yeah, mom can know. Like, if she did tell my dad, and my dad was like, you know, a 13-year-old girl, like, he would like kind of, I would tell my mom a situation, and the next morning at breakfast, he would bring it up in a very organic way that, hey,
While
this
passing you the
happened.
jam.
Exactly.
You'd be like, how?
Oh, it's 12 o'clock. You know,
What
12 is 12 plus 1, 13. You're 13, right?
Basically, that's
my
the
God.
vibe.
Oh my
And
God.
I just kind of realized my mom was selling him stuff, and then I was like, you know, whatever.
You
this
cannot
is
trust. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but the thing is, mom's outlets are dads.
Exactly.
I learned
And
this
it
the hard way.
sucks, but whatever. And I just, like, for me, I was just like, I feel like I come from that background where I was like, what's the worst dad is going to do? Yell at me, haha. Like, you know, I'll just walk
At
out
least
of
he's
the
not
house
gonna
at
pay
10
out
in the
his-
night and he'll be like,
Yeah.
beta, come back home right now.
Yeah.
Anything you do is acceptable. Like, that was the worst case scenario for me, and that also never happened.
Right.
So I was like very, very relaxed. Like, I was like, yeah, I like this guy. He's a piece of shit, but I like him. And my dad was like,
You
Yeah.
go. You
see where it goes. And I'm like, okay.
But that's, I mean, is that healthy? I mean, I would appreciate a dad who doesn't interfere in my dating life, but also just tell me what is it like to date other people.
I feel like my mom bear the brunt of the anger that he faced. Like, his biggest insult to me and my sister is like, we should have put you in a girls' school. And I was like, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
you
well,
should
I have
have.
a
Yeah,
question.
you
When,
should
when
have.
you dated a shitty guy that your parents came to know about, is your dad like, haha, I told you so, or is he?
No, the thing is, I let it get so far that my dad felt like the protective instinct. Because
get it.
I
So
just
the I
kept-
told you so doesn't get it.
No, it just doesn't, because like maybe 6 months after he has called the cops. and all,
After the situation is sorted, he's like,
he's like, beta, don't you think
That I was
if you
right.
had listened to me
Once again.
Yeah. And then
right.
by then I'm
your dad
like,
seems like a nice patient dude.
he's not. He's just you know,
You
like
just
a
know how
dad
to-
with 2 daughters is like
Right.
the
Yeah.
worst case scenario. And even my mom's like very like liberal. So like my dad from this boys' school again. My dad's
Oh.
very like. And like
Yeah.
all his sisters.
'Cause he knows what guys are like.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what happens.
I'm too scared that I'll have daughters, dude. Because I know what guys are like. So I
Yeah.
know that even if you want to be woke, you're just like, I fucking hate boys.
I know. So what do you plan to do since you want to be a parent soon?
Your daughter will probably have a cool mom and cool aunts.
Yeah, whatever. I'll get used to it. Whatever. I'll figure
You
it out.
have. I guess you don't
Yeah,
have
I'll
a
figure it
choice.
out.
You can take tips
Yeah.
from my dad as well.
Yeah.
He handled it in
just
the
call up
best way
Sakshi's
possible.
dad. So, how many eye pills are too many eye pills? But again, I would talk to my flatmates, and I remember her distinctly telling me that, wait, if you go down on him, then he needs to return the favor. And I was like, that's amazing.
Crazy
Crazy
concept,
that
yeah.
I get what I give in return.
Yeah.
Wild. It's still wild.
Crazy, yeah.
I'm like,
Do you know have you watched Emily in Paris?
No.
No.
I've seen it in passing
You
because my wife
neither?
watches it.
So there was this one very like popular scene, I guess, where the guy goes down on her and she immediately like makes these expressions where she, more than like pleasure, she looks surprised that he's going down on her. And that made a lot of like, they got a lot of media attention because they were like, why was this so surprising for this girl? But I feel like at least a lot of girls that I know, it's like guys are very okay with going like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't go down on girls.
yeah,
like,
that's the
yeah.
thing too. But like, they feel like I can say this,
But-
and like a girl wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, okay, he has preferences, and his preferences are not
for
going
me to
down.
suck
on
a
me.
dick for 45 minutes every hour. But
And take an eye pill later, just in case I get
just
pregnant.
in case, yeah, from sucking his dick.
What do you feel like? Do you feel like your sex life has changed or has evolved since you were dating this person who's now your partner?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now we have our own house, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The walls are thicker now.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. You can't do it in your parents' house. No one likes sex noises. And my parents just don't stop. I've been waiting to say this since like 7 minutes.
Yeah, I saw it coming
You
up.
should have told us to shut up. I wanted to hear this.
How has it changed though?
Dude, we have our own fucking freedom in our own house, dude.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's always.
And when your parents are over, you all fuck on the road.
Yeah, we fuck on
Where
the road.
also you have your own freedom.
We have our own freedom.
It
yeah,
is.
Because. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say we recognize all the dogs in the street, but that's.
I was about to say
Oh
the
my
same
god.
thing.
Oh my god. Okay, some actual gritty stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not the kind of guy who's like, oh yeah, we're in a train and there's so much thrill because someone's gonna fucking listen to us. I just want to be in the safety of my own house.
Yeah.
So
Wanna
the
lock my
best
door,
place for you to have
just,
sex
in
is
the
in
room
a
furthest away
studio.
from the main door.
Then this is the best place for you to have sex because it's a studio and it's completely
Soundproof.
soundproof. Just leave the cameras here. I hope that's okay.
Yes, I was gonna ask you to
What are your thoughts on recording yourself?
recording sex.
Recording yourself having sex.
I joke about it all the time.
Don't joke about
I
it
tell
right
my
now.
wife when we were dating. I do this on stage. I do this as a joke where it's the truth. That I was like, hey, the first time we had sex, I was like, baby, एक second, मैं camera बंद करके आता हूँ.
Oh my god.
Which is, but I'm
Are
Very
you
private like that.
I don't want to see. So in our new house we have a mirror.
Oh.
And I love looking at everything.
bro.
Yeah, that's
I love
that-
looking at the mirror. And I was like, I'm a bit of a, like, I was too shy to say it to her. But then I caught her looking at the mirror and I was like, are you also doing
Dude, there are hotels that have like ceiling fucking mirrors exactly for that purpose.
No, so we have it like, our cupboards are mirrors. Right next to the
Smart,
bed.
good architecture.
Yeah.
Who designed the house?
Raunaq.
Raunaq.
Yeah, my landlord must have been. Yeah, I love my landlord. Nothing. Listen.
You
Yeah,
have. Oh my god. Wait,
So,
so
yeah.
what about you, Sakshi? What do you feel about sort of trying out new stuff like sex toys in bed? Have you tried any?
I have tried sex toys like by myself and with a partner. I also have a mirror right in front of my bed, which is
Which we see all the time on your Instagram.
my
Oh my
Instagram
god.
stories,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no. Oh
that's my
shit.
sex mirror. Like I
Isn't
can't-
any reflective surface a sex mirror if you really want it?
In
Yeah.
fact, like
I had a leakage in my house and that water became.
yeah, just like a waterfall.
Oh
No,
my god.
I fully agree. Like for me, it's like I think sex toys are very fun, even if they don't help you achieve the goal or something. It's just
Yeah.
like something extra to do, like, you know. And I'm very like, I mean, and also now like that I'm not popping like 45 eyeballs every 2 hours. And like I do have a partner that is like very down to kind of, you know,
Trying
do
out
what I'm
stuff,
like into. Like I'm not, and luckily for me, I guess I'm just date, you know, because even in spite of this 18-year-old me facing all this, like, oh, this guy just wants me to do all this, I'm very open with saying what I want to do and what
Yeah.
I don't want to do. And, like, right now I do have a partner that's very open with all of
Correct.
that. In fact, I've been using one of the MyMuse.
This?
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally, I got so excited when Surbhi,
This?
like, this was just kept on the table
This is all
because
their new stuff and it's so colorful.
I've been
and
using
fun.
their massager. Can I see?
this
No,
one?
not that one.
Oh, the pulse one.
The pulse one. I've
Oh,
been
that-
using their pulse massager,
really
and it's changed my life. Not even
In short.
yeah, basically, because it's like, first of all, like experimenting it with it by yourself is fun and all, but like with like I have a male partner, so with a male partner it's just so like it's my first time ever using like a massager vibrator type situation, so it's just so fun. Like I don't
It
even
is.
care about the end goal at that point. I'm just like kind of enjoying the journey. And it I don't know, like after
When did this
me
get so philosophical? This is enjoying the journey.
Yeah, it's not the destination that matters. It's the journey that
Yeah.
counts.
It's the journey that matters.
But you know, also another journey that I hated was to like sort of back in the day when there was no like MyMuse is around, you know, making discreet sex toys and also delivering it to our homes. So we had to sort of go out. I remember seeing like a bunch of shops in Colaba Causeway that just sell like
at Fountain Honeyman Circle. That's
That's
where
it.
that's where the fucking name comes from.
that circle is full of
up.
I'm
just
serious. Go check it out.
It is. It's
Go take an
them.
Uber to Honeyman Circle, you'll see them all there. And you have, and you know, I've seen this, and Naveen Narona does a joke about it. You know, Naveen, he's a comic. I'm not going to do justice to it, but it's true. It's just fucking old men who like a massager, and then they just fucking.
Yeah, they rub
do
it
all
all
this.
over their bodies. What is something that you know now and you understand better about your sexuality that you didn't know when you were younger?
Porn is bad.
Porn
Porn
is bad.
porn is bad.
Yeah, it is.
Porn is like, especially for dudes, it's like, it's a whole other
You
thing.
touch
Yeah.
her for a second, she starts making sounds.
I'm pretty sure that's a big one.
Sakshi was saying about how, the whole thing about
If you're giving something, you can ask for it back. That's something that really had to be learned, and also that faking orgasms doesn't help anyone.
It really doesn't. And I feel like, why? When you can just talk about it.
Yeah, for me in the beginning, it was my first acting audition. Like in my head, at least, it was like, oh my god, what a beautiful actor.
What a good job. Looking at the ceiling and pretending like you
the
were...
fake shaking of the thighs and all that. Bro, I do the full shtick.
You go for the fake
And then
everything.
like this was when I was 20 or something. I'm 25 now. Then after that, I was like, why? No, Karan
you know,
Johar is not giving me a movie.
I've
with
never had
locals.
anybody fake it for me, so
Not
I
that you
wouldn't.
know
I wouldn't know.
of.
I wouldn't know, guys. I can't relate to
of
this.
course.
No one ever fakes it for
You know,
me.
every time
Henna is
someone...
such a good actor.
Well then, I feel like we can get into the segment now, which is the most exciting part of this podcast.
The segment?
Yeah, we have a fun segment.
Oh, cool.
We have no name for that segment yet, but we will fix that in post.
Rapid.
Okay, guys. So before we start the next segment,
Yeah.
I would like you to wear these.
This.
Stop it. Is it a strap-on?
You wish.
What? It's a COVID mask. What is it?
Figure it out.
Do I have to take my glasses off for this?
Oh,
Yeah.
please, yeah. It's not a 3D movie that
I
we have
feel
to
like
watch
Raunaq doesn't need to wear this also. He just needs to take his
just need to wear
glasses off.
upside down. Yeah, okay, guys. Good job on wearing them. Oh, okay. Sakshi, you're wearing it upside down. Clearly.
Good job, though.
Put it
It's
on.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Do I tell Surbhi I can see from this? Or?
Put it on. All right, okay. Just look at the camera. If you know where the
How?
camera is.
Yeah.
It's behind
It's
you.
there.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So, MyMuse was kind enough to send me a whole bunch of their products, and I would like my friends here to test them out.
Stop.
Blindfolded. This is for you. And Raunaq, give me your hand. Oops. Almost.
It's
no.
gone.
Oh my god.
It's
It's
here. Wait.
That's the mouth.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what did you do? Is this a fucking smoking pipe? No, it's not.
Oh my god, this feels so smooth.
What do you feel right now?
Me?
Yeah, Sakshi.
I know exactly what this is because
Raunaq,
I've
you
stalked
test it out. Raunaq, put it
MyMuse's
next. You don't want to
website.
put it in your mouth, but you can put it in next to your ears.
Hello?
Yeah.
This has happened. A lot of time my phone's on vibrate and I don't answer.
Can I tell you?
What?
The up button is to make the vibration faster. The niche wala button
okay,
is
but
to make
Sakshi,
it slower.
but Sakshi, I don't know which one is up.
Okay, 1 second.
The one facing the hole is up?
The hole is what the product is. It's a suction thing for the clit. Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
So it just detects the clit from anywhere.
Oh, yeah, it just
It attaches.
Raunaq, why don't you put it next to your face?
What do you want me to do? What are you
Just
trying
feel
to
it.
What are you trying to do for the sake of your camera and your content? Not like, why don't you put it in your mouth? Not like, why don't you put it in your ears? Not like, why don't you
come
smile
on.
with it next to your face? Is this good enough for you?
Oh my god.
Is this good content?
I
Oh
think-
look, boy plays with sex toy without knowing it's sex toy. Hoo! Hilarious! 3 million likes.
Raunaq seems very straight boy energy.
Yeah,
right
very
now.
hetero energy. All right, for our next
Can
blindfold.
we open? Okay, we're
No,
doing
no,
more.
no
Oh
opening.
my god, Raunaq cheater.
Raunaq, what are you scared of? We're not going to do anything to you. The next one, it's called the Pulse, and let's
I
see. what
have this, I think.
you do. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see you.
It comes for 1 rupee at the Pan Wala Pass Pulse.
That's
So
literally
that gives me a headache.
not the same thing. Raunaq, what do you think this does?
Shakes.
This is like a inserter.
Inserter. That's the technical term, of course.
Yeah, we're
Inserter.
talking. I'm talking just from a R&D point of view.
R&D.
They'll.
Oh, Raunaq, did you see like if you keep pressing it, the mode changes?
Oh,
Where's your
I didn't
hand?
do that. No, I didn't, my hand is back where you gave away. I gave it to you. Yeah, here. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. This is like a. This is like a EDM.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Like if you keep pressing
This is like
it,
hanging out in front of the fucking speakers in a nightclub.
You
This is
too
exactly
close
what
to
it's
the
like.
speaker.
I feel like I would put this in my home as like a showpiece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
It's
just
very
put it in my
attractive.
bag all the time. Because I feel like, again, you remember how, like, I don't think my mom will find out what this is.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's very subtle, and I feel like at least when I was blindfolded, I couldn't kind of find the button.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if they press the button once, it won't switch on immediately, right? So you can't tell.
Oh, yeah, you
You have
can
to
long press.
So
which
now,
is-
every time I go to everybody's house, I'm going to long press every piece of furniture to see if it's a sex toy.
it's
Just
basically
that
a sex
little
toy.
light you long press.
Alright, not a sex toy. We can use this
Nice. All right, question for both of you.
I have.
you ever done it in a public place?
No.
Bro, he doesn't do it in his own house if his parents are 2 buildings away.
2 buildings away.
No, my parents don't live close by.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a private person. I'm not a come on, let's do it. And
But what if
I
there's
would
a-
like to think that I am. But if I was put in the position, I would be too shy. I would be
What
like,
if you're in a mirror house? It's all mirrors.
yeah, but I can just get mirrors in my own house.
Okay, what about you, Sakshi?
I don't think I have actually. Again, it's like in theory it's fun and all, but like at the end of the day, I need to know that nobody can hear anything.
I have maybe done it in a public place, but also I like to curate my audience. I mean, I don't mind an audience. I just want to make sure that we're not just giving a bunch of creeps a free show. So that's
so
me.
wait, so
At least
No
pay
follow-up
me.
questions, Raunaq. Okay, next one. In the bedroom, I really want to try dash. What do
You
wanna try?
start.
Oh, okay, I'll start.
Yeah.
What I want to do? Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind some, like just getting away from the vanilla ness of all it. Maybe add some chocolate to it. Get some food involved. I really want to because I love food and I also would like
Love
it in bed.
sex. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like breakfast in bed, but a little bit of like chocolate.
okay.
What do you have to do? What do you have to say about this? Would you
Oh,
in the bedroom? What do you really want to try?
I feel like anything that I want to try, I've tried. I feel like I'm the more vanilla partner. Like, so, if I think I have like 2 things that I wanted to try. One was like bondage, which I've tried, and the other was like the mirror.
Like, was it like-
situation.
If you don't mind me asking, was it like all the way bondage, like candle wax bondage, or was it like soft bondage?
I don't like pain.
Right.
Like,
So the soft bondage.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
the
it was
illusion of
maximum
bondage.
towel लेके हाथ बांध दो
Right. But there's never been a point where I'm just like, yeah, I'm a woken. If I ever wanted it, we've just done it. So like, I don't know. You know what? I'm not the right person for this sex
wow.
podcast because I'm not a very. Yeah, come on. Let's put coke on each other. Yeah. I'm not that guy.
You don't have
I'm
to
just
put
a-
coke on each other.
I'm just a.
I
I'm
think
just a-
that's what he wants to do.
I'm just
because
happy.
he's
I'm just happy to get
specific.
sex.
Blurt it out.
Yeah, I'm just happy to have.
You want to sniff coke off each other's
I wanna.
butt.
Coke is too
Very
much.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Coke is too much. I wanna have coffee.
M&M's.
The coffee high is good enough for me.
Coffee is good enough. You want to try some coffee? In
Yeah,
it. Sure.
but coffee is a
Drug.
coffee is a what's it called?
Aphrodisiac? No.
It's a
Caffeine.
Without fucking let me think 1 second. It's a migraine trigger for my wife, so no. She'll get a migraine.
We just talked
and then she'll do the whole. She'll do the whole. Oh, I have a headache. I can't have sex. And I'm like, oh, this is a cliche line. And she's like, but it's true.
Nice.
And then I'm like, no,
I
it's
love
not.
it that Raunaq's like, I have sinus, and the wife's like, I have migraine. Have you ever had a one night stand?
You wanna go first?
One night stand has sex included or not included?
No, actually it does.
You're just
It
stood
does.
for one
Because
night.
I hung out with the cousin once.
You're nothing with that cousin. I feel like can't say.
Sort of, but it was we didn't end up doing it, and I'm glad we did because she's married to a very close friend of mine.
Oh,
And I
you don't want to be that guy.
actually I would request you not to put this part. It's a
I had a whole phase between like my last boyfriend and my current relationship where I was like, I need to be single for a couple of years, and I was single for a couple of years, but that doesn't mean I was like abstaining from sex. So I had like a few one night stands, and some of them like I mean I'm a bitch that way. I'm very comfortable ghosting people. And I'm also very comfortable telling, like, that time I wasn't creating content or anything, you can fuck me up or whatever, but I was just like, hey, don't tell anyone we hooked up because I'm going to be famous
Oh
one
my
day.
god, you were manifesting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be famous.
They probably thought I was a crazy person, but
oh, but
I have
now
said-
when someone sends
in
them a
retrospect.
reel of yours, they're like, oh, you know me, I have a special bond with this girl.
Maybe they're just like, fuck this girl, she ghosted me.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think that's very a very real thing that people might say, because like I was very honest about me just being in a whole phase, but you know, everybody thinks like, oh, she's a girl, she wants to commit, like she just hasn't found the
There's also
guy.
a lot of
Yeah, and I was like, no, I'm in my
no.
whole phase.
I'm in
like,
this. I'm in
you
this.
don't get it.
But the
Yeah.
whole phase, I feel like it's all fun and games. But then I feel like after a while, I'm like, I need a good morning text, you know.
I mean,
Like,
but if you do the relationship experience with a hookup person, you get that.
But I feel like isn't it respectful to be like, your dick was in my mouth last night, just send me
Just
a good
say
morning.
good
Yo,
morning. Yeah.
I didn't know this. The person I was talking about, so we hooked up, and then I just next morning I took her for breakfast, and then we were like, I said I'll drop you home, and she was like, can you stop being so clingy? And I was like, I don't think this is going to become anything. I just thought it's good manners. And then
Aw.
she was like, fuck you.
So rare to
And I
have
was like,
Wow.
I was like,
guys who take
oh, I
you for
didn't know.
breakfast as manners. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
lovely.
I thought, but is that's not bad manners.
No, that's
It's great, it's
amazing,
cute,
bro.
it's
I would be
stylish.
so happy.
Yeah, I was like, I hardly know you, and we were
Where
naked.
did you take her for breakfast?
Yo, I'm a member of Radio Club, so it was cheap for me to take her to Radio Club.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but it's a Radio Club's got good food, dude. It's not.
Is this
No,
South Bombay boy?
Any food
South
is
Bombay
good
boy,
food,
what
I
is it?
think. Any food is good food. Alright, guys, I feel like this is the real world. We don't have an extra hour a day. So I'm gonna let these guys go. And I'll see you in the next episode of the Overthink Tank.
What?
Thank you, Sakshi.
What?
Thank you, Raunaq.
What?
Yes!
We're going?
You're going. You're
the
getting
fuck?
out here.
I want to talk more.
Bro, I would talk about
You know, no one really
myself.
gives me 10,000 a day to pay for therapy. So I was thinking I would talk here about my fucking cousin.
Alright, this is it. We go. Alright. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.